Hey guys, it's been a long time since I've done a Japan this video, so I thought because the weather is beautiful, it's about 21 degrees Celsius here in central Tokyo, I thought I'd take us to Shinagawa, which is perfect for history nerds, probably perfect for travelers, but a lot of people don't really come to this part of town, so we're going to take a look at some spots in Shinagawa that you might not otherwise go to. The first spot that we're coming to that tourists generally never come to in Shinagawa is Gotenyama, which literally means palace on the mountain, or mountain palace. This was originally a castle built by Ota Dokan, who was the samurai warlord who kind of originally built Edo Castle. It's complicated, but he generally gets credited with that. And in the middle of the Edo period, this was one of the top 5 hanami spots. So hanami is cherry blossom watching. It's still a great secret spot for seeing cherry blossoms here. As you can imagine, Tokyo being a very populous city, most of the cherry blossom spots are super crowded, so those of us who live in the city kind of cherish the quieter spots, and this is one of them. And sitting directly across from me is the Hata Museum of Contemporary Arts, which is an interesting museum, but also not a very popular one with tourists, so it's also a quiet gallery to check out cool contemporary art. So, in the Edo period, Shinagawa was a post town. That meant it was a place for travelers to sleep, get food, take a hot bath. The first train line in Japan connected Tokyo to Kyoto and followed this medieval Tokaido highway. But here you can see the trains, the Tokaido line, the Yamanote line, the Keihin Tohoku line, the world-famous Shinkansen or bullet train, and the Narita Express. And so speaking of the Narita Express, which takes you to Narita Airport, it takes about, let's say, 2 hours to get there. You've got about a 20-minute ride on the Keikyu line to Haneda Airport, which is pretty much in the center of Tokyo. So this is pretty convenient to come to from anywhere in the Tokyo area. You've got everything from really cheap guest houses to budget business hotels, right up to the Cherry Blossom Park that I was at earlier, which is where an award-winning Marriott hotel is. So if you want to go on the high end, be a little bit more classy, you can do that up there. But right now we're walking through the old post town, so I'm literally on the old Tokaido highway. So literally I could walk this road all the way to Kyoto. So this Godzilla statue marks the spot where the King of Monsters crawled out of the bay and destroyed the capital. Here you can rent a party boat, all you can eat, all you can drink, but as you pan across the street, you can see other family-owned businesses that offer the same services, but also fishing. This is how cool Shinagawa is. Until the post-war era, houses didn't have plumbing or baths in Tokyo, so local public baths were the norm. There's a public bath here that survives, and 4 times a month, they have karaoke nights. Naked karaoke with old-timers. Woohoo! So I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say this. There are probably 1 or 2 shrines and temples on each block in Shinagawa. While this means there are great places to relax or even just go full zen, there are a lot of festivals. So Shinagawa probably has the highest concentration of Shinto and that kind of festivals in a single year in all of Japan. And check out that bridge. There's a dumb misconception because a lot of people think Tokyo is Blade Runner / Times Square on steroids. It's not. But this company paved the way for that image in the post-war era, and they have a museum, and if you want to go inside, I'll take you there. So if you take the side streets, you can see something that most Tokyoites don't even know about. The seawall that the shogunate built in the 1700s to prevent erosion and protect the bay. These seawalls still exist, and they are built into the modern houses where people actually live. Check this out. This is a modern home built on the old coastline. Can you see this hill? It's actually a bridge called Namidabashi, the Bridge of Tears. This was the last place families said farewell to sons, daughters, husband, wives sentenced to death. To this day, the locals burn incense and donate flowers to appease the souls of the dead. These stones don't look like much to anyone, but they're the bases for crucifixions and burning people alive as punishments. This well is where severed heads were washed, one of the most haunted sites in Japan. Not to leave on a downer note, and that was a downer, so I'm sorry about that. But if you're looking for souvenirs and gifts from Japan, I mean, Kyoto always gets first ranking, but I'd argue that Shinagawa does as well as Kyoto, or maybe even better, because the price is better here. Yeah, so just have a look at these Japanese craft works, these, I mean, look at that. That's awesome. Maybe I should stop talking at this point. Okay, so thanks for watching the video up to this point. I hope you found that informative and interesting, and come down to Shinagawa and hang out with me. Peace.